Hello, this is Recky. You are welcome back for another music video reaction. I did Ragged Old Flag with Johnny Cash, and I was basically more or less bombarded with people that told me, hey, you gotta check out Kyle Carpenter Super Bowl 53 while doing the Ragged Old Flag. And I said, cool, I can do that because I really like the version that Johnny Cash did. I'm assuming Johnny Cash was the original. You guys can probably bombard me with heck no, Recky. It was not him. It was whatever it is. Let me know. Yeah. So there you go. We're gonna check out Super Bowl 53 Ragged Old Flag with Kyle Carpenter. I think it's from the channel Kyle Carpenter. So I'm just gonna assume that he is actually doing the song. I have no clue. Either way, if you haven't checked out Kyle Carpenter and the Super Bowl 53 Ragged Old Flag, link for the channel and link for the video we're gonna watch is located down there in the description. Go there and give them the support that they so much deserve. And before we watch, big thank you to my channel members and my Patreons. Thank you so much for the excellent support. A big shout out to the Supreme Tier donators, Patreon and membership. Thank you. Personal shout outs to Ultimate supporters, only available on Patreon: Deja, Wald, Dwayne, Dana, Troy, Robert, Matt, Lon, and Barbara. Now, music here at Recky's.
The President of the United States, in the name of the Congress, takes pleasure in presenting the Medal of Honor to Lance Corporal William Kyle Carpenter, United States Marine Corps. By his undaunted courage, bold fighting spirit, and unwavering devotion to duty, in the face of almost certain death, Lance Corporal Carpenter reflected great credit upon himself and upheld the highest traditions of the Marine Corps and the United States Naval Service.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
As Americans, these words are the cornerstone of our country.
A declaration of rights that are to be honored and respected by those who are wise, brave, and proud to be an American.
For those willing to commit their lives to protecting our most precious symbol of freedom.
A tapestry of stars and stripes on a flag woven red, white, and blue.
In 1974, the great American artist Johnny Cash wrote of a ragged old flag. Ragged, old from the conflict and suffering that came with our fight for freedom. Pride in our flag, our country's symbol, should inspire us to keep striving to become a more perfect union.
I walked through a county courthouse square. On a park bench, an old man was sitting there. I said, "Your old courthouse is kind of run down." He said, "No, it'll do for our little town." I said, "Your old flagpole has leaned a little bit, and that's a ragged old flag you got hanging on it." He said, "Have a seat," and I sat down. "Is this the first time you've been to our little town?" I said, "I think it is." He said, "I don't like to brag, but we're kind of proud of that ragged old flag. You see, we got a little hole in that flag there when Washington took it across the Delaware. And it got powder burned the night that Francis Scott Key sat watching it right and say, 'Can you see?' And it got a bad rip in New Orleans with Pakenham and Jackson tugging at its seams. And it almost fell at the Alamo beside the Texas flag, but she waved on the way. She got cut with a sword at Chancellorsville, and she got cut again at Shiloh Hill. There was Robert E. Lee, Beauregard, and Bragg, and the south wind blew hard on that ragged old flag. On Flanders Field in World War I, she got a big hole from a Bertha gun. She turned blood red in World War II. She hung limp and low a time or two. She was in Korea, Vietnam. She went where she was sent by her Uncle Sam. She waved from our ships upon the briny foam, and now they've about quit waving back here at home. In her own good land here, she's been abused. She's been burned, dishonored, denied, refused. And the government for which she stands is scandalized throughout the land. And she's getting threadbare and she's wearing thin, but she's in good shape for the shape she's in. 'Cause she's been through the fire before. And I believe she can take a whole lot more. So we raise her up every morning. We take her down every night. We don't let her touch the ground, and we fold her upright. On second thought, I do like to brag, 'cause I'm mighty proud of that ragged old flag.
God bless America.
I've saw it. I've listened to it before, of course, just last week. Johnny Cash, exactly the same song. But this was actually way more painful, especially seeing. I know this story with with Kyle. I've seen the videos when he received the Medal of Honor. This song just went from being a powerful song to being extremely powerful. And I say this every time. I know the suffering. I know the sacrifice. I'm well aware of the sacrifice that United States sending their armed men, armed women across the seas fighting battles to maintain a democracy and a good world. And it's actually just put so much pressure. It's just insane. I really did enjoy this video. It actually was the one I needed to see to just fortify that feeling I have that it's so true, and I'm forever grateful. I'm going to wrap it up because I'm going to sit here and watch you watch me, and I'm not going to have anything to say because my mind is rushing. If you did enjoy this, don't forget to smack the like and, of course, hit that subscribe. We'll greatly appreciate that. And if you have any suggestions to anything else you want me to check out, please let me know in the comments. Don't use in the links. They get blocked. Just copy paste the name of it, and I can do the same. And let me know what you think about this version of the ragged old flag. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. I'm Recky. You stay safe.